Hello, people. Welcome to my channel. This is the first time here. My name is Pina, and I'm making a series of video tutorials for students who want to get better scores in the TOEFL test. If you've been here before, welcome back. So right now we're working with written expression, and we're working with parallel structure. So on skill 26, working with parallel structure with comparisons. Right. So when you make a comparison, you point out the similarities or differences between two things, and those similarities or differences must be in parallel form. You can recognize a comparison showing how two things are different using the ER than, nicer than, bigger than, or more adjective than, more beautiful than, more expensive than, whatever. My school is farther than your school, right? So here I'm comparing two schools, my school and your school. To be rich is better than to be poor. So here you got infinitive, to be. What is written is more easily understood than what is spoken. You have a clause here with what is written, what is spoken. A comparison showing how two things are the same might contain as adjective as, as nice as big as, or expressions such as the same as or similar to, like the car is as big as a small house, or compare the car and a small house at the same level. Renting those apartment costs about the same as leasing them. Renting, leasing, ing. The work that I did is similar to the work that you did. Okay, so another clause here. Remember, the idea is that when you are using comparisons, you're going to keep that parallel between the structure, right? The same structure that is before the comparative is going to be after the comparative. Okay, for the chart, unless you use parallel structures with comparison, you got same structure and then the comparative, more, bigger, less, at the same level as, the same as, similar to, and then the same structure. Okay, so each of the following sentences contains word or group of words that should be parallel. We're going to circle the word or words that indicate that the sentence should have parallel parts, underline the part that should be parallel, and then indicate if this sentence is correct or incorrect. Look at the example. His research for the thesis was more useful than hers. So here we got two possessives, one with a possessive adjective and the noun, his research, and one with a possessive pronoun, more useful than, so this is fine. Dining in a restaurant is more fun than to eat at home. You can see a problem. Dining is a gerund, and to eat is an infinitive. So it should be dining in a restaurant is more fun than eating at home. Okay, so now you're going to pause the video, try to complete the exercise, and when you finish, come back and check your answers. Pause the video right now, and I'll be here when you come. Okay, now that you're back, let's see. I want a new secretary who is as effective as the previous one. New secretary, the previous one, is correct, okay. What you do today should be the same as did yesterday. This is what you do, did. We're missing something to complete the parallel, so it's incorrect. It should be, what you do today should be the same as what you did yesterday. This lesson is more difficult than we had before. We're missing something here, it should be the lesson we had before, the one we had before. You have less homework than they do. Okay, so we're using the auxiliary, do. You have less homework than they do. Okay, what you do has more effect than what you say. So it's what you do, what you say, you got clauses, what, so it's fine. Music in your country is quite similar to my country. So here we're talking about music, here we're talking about a country, so that's not the same thing. It should be music in my country. Music in your country is quite similar to music in my country. The collection of foreign journals in the university library is more extensive than the high school library. Okay, so we're talking about the collection foreign journals because that's not on the other side of the comparison. So that's incorrect. It should be the collection of foreign journals in the high school or the one in the high school. How to buy a used car can be as difficult as buying a new car. So to buy a used car can be as difficult as buying a new car. Again, it should be parallel, so it should be the same structure on both sides of the comparison. So it should be buying a used car can be as difficult as buying a new car. Right? Okay, guys. So take a look at those answers. Take a look at what you did. Okay, so if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing if you're new, so the channel can get bigger, can expand. And please share this with all people that can benefit from this kind of video tutorials. Remember, they're free and they're available for anyone who might need them. So thank you again, and I'll see you all.